In this video, I'm going to show you the technical rules, which are the general technical rules of Section 2. And in my last video, I showed you this flowchart where we noted that the general rules are broken up into administrative rules and technical rules, and then those technical rules are further broken up. So we're going to go down the stream of just the general rules today, and I'm going to introduce you to a whole playlist of videos where I'm going to talk about all of the general rules. And in that whole playlist of videos, I'm going to summarize each of the rules in my own words in text-based. Then I am going to explain the reasoning for each of these rules, and I'm going to show the appendix for each of these rules because each of these rules links to one or two different types of different appendices, and I'm going to bring in that text from the appendices so that you can know what each rule is about, know why it is the way it is, and bring in that text for you so you don't have to be flipping through appendices. So this is the first video on that playlist where I'm just going to list for you what these rules are, and I've highlighted what's important about these rules. So here are the technical rules, which are general technical rules under the rules section, which is section 2 of the Canadian Electrical Code. The first one is 2-100. It is about marking of electrical equipment. And then there's 2-102 is warnings and cautions. And then there's ratings. And then there's a section about how to handle rebuilt equipment, rebuilt or serviced equipment, rules around those. The rules about if a substitution happens, technical rules around circuit voltage to ground, the overall quality of work in all electrical equipment work is under these general technical rules. Anchoring specifically to masonry and concrete is a pretty specific technical rule. Corrosion protection for metals in wiring, for example, dissimilar metals and things like that. Fluxes to use when you're soldering. The size in general of conductors. Installation of electrical equipment in general, not the separate section that we have about that, but in general, installation of all electrical equipment, general technical rule. Installation of other things other than electrical equipment. The use of insulation. A lot about fire spread. A lot about flame spread through wires and cables and assemblies. A lot about flame spreading through enclosures and non-metallic raceways, etc., making sure that flame does not spread because of your electrical work through walls and floors, etc. Then there are a few, a couple of rules here. These two, 134 and 136, are put in place actually because of climate change, so I've highlighted them in green there. Seismic restraint requirements basically refers to the National Building Code about using that code. Sunlight resistance requirements has a few more details and links to the National Building Code. Insulation integrity, making sure that your insulation doesn't overheat your wiring, and the use of Class A ground fault circuit interrupters is the last of the general technical rules. So again, this is the first video in a series of videos that are going to be a playlist that are going to address that I'm going to have in my own words, a condensed version of that rule so that you don't have to have the full legal words that have to be there in the rule book. So a condensed version of exactly what it means. Then I'm going to talk verbally about why that is a general technical rule, and then I'm going to bring in the appendix references so that you have them all in one place. I will make a video as such, as I just discussed, for every one of these, and put them in the playlist, and the playlist link is here and below. I hope you really enjoy this playlist. I hope that together, if you look at all of these videos, it is going to be abundantly clear what these technical rules are for you. And they are very important to know because they apply to all of your electrical installations, of course, unless they are superseded by a general or by a specific section of the code. So follow me and go through that playlist, and let's learn, let's comment, let's talk to me, and thank you so much for watching.